What's up, y'all? It's your girl Chanel from Complex Simplicity. And let me back up a little bit because I feel like I haven't been on my promo the way I should for my music lover shirts. I'm about to start designing some more shirts. It's kind of like, ooh, getting that tickle, getting that itch. So please look out for them. I want to in some way hinge the new shirts that I will be designing with related to my music. As y'all know, I've been working on an EP that will be coming out soon, and so I thought it would be a cool idea for my merchandise, right, to coexist and to be in alignment with my actual music, whether that's using some song titles, because you know my movement is all about us empowering one another, empowering ourselves, encouraging one another, encouraging ourselves, loving one another, loving ourselves. You get the drift. And so look out for it. But for now, we still rocking with the music lover tease. So kind of wanted to put that out there. All you have to do is head right where you are, complexsimplicity.com, and go to the shop section of the website and you can place your order. Not expensive. Anyway, I'm sure you viewed the video clip that is above this vlog that is very raw and just out there. I usually don't post things on my website or even on my social media for the website at Complex Simplicity 09, Facebook Complex Simplicity, that has cursing or profanity. I will be honest with you, in my day-to-day life, I do have my go-to curse words, if I'm being very transparent, but I refrain from expressing myself using profanity on the website because I do not know if the age range of everybody that tunes in, right? I do have a niece and I have two nephews who I believe my niece, I know for sure she's on my Instagram, and so she's 12. And so, you know, I would like to be responsible with the platform that I am building and that I do have to express my feelings and my perspective and my art and my movement, which is why I really stray away from explicit content, whether that's being sexually explicit, whether that's using excessive profanity. And so there are going to be those times, like today, where I feel the need to put up a video clip of something that I feel like goes along with what I share and give my perspective on, and what I like to challenge us all about, and what I like to encourage us all to do, right? And today's clip is that. I stumbled on this young man from Frank Gadsden's Instagram page. For those who don't know who Frank Gadsden is, he is and has been the creative director, one of the creative directors, choreographers behind Destiny's Child, Beyonce's career, in Vogue, as well as June's Diary. And so I do follow him because I feel like he's a dope human being and he's very artistic, and I love his candidness and how raw he is. And that's how I found this video clip where this young man is pretty much saying, in between all the cursing, it's crazy how strangers support us more than our very own friends do. Y'all know, who are avid Complex Simplicity readers, watchers, listeners, you all know that this is a subject matter that I have covered so many times, more than not, right? And I always put it out there that I will continue to address this topic because it is a topic that is passionate for me, as it's something that I have lived through and continue to live through. And I know for sure I am not the only one out there that goes through this. And you know, as I've been building Complex Simplicity, I can't believe my baby is going to be 2 years old. And when I say baby, I'm referring to Complex Simplicity. I started this whole situation in May of 2016. We are almost in March of 2018. And so it's been 2 years, close to. And I've been trying to really grind, grow, and build this brand, this movement. And I would be lying if I said that I had a lot of support along the way. Speaking of music lover t-shirts, this is an extension of what I'm trying to build. It is a walking billboard in some way for Complex Simplicity, and another tool or avenue to kind of just empower us all and to, have some cool merch. I'm a girl that's into everyday fashion. It makes sense to have cool tees that we all can rock from time to time, right? And if I'm being completely honest, I might have said this before, if I have almost had this up and running for 2 years, if I've at least been putting out merchandise, tees for about definitely over a year, probably a year and a half at this point, I can count how many people probably on one hand who have actually purchased this, and maybe two, right? So I have my immediate family, which consists of my husband. He purchased a tee, of course, support his wife. My mother, my father, my brother, and then my coworker who I'm pretty friendly with, 5 people. So one hand, I was correct. I can count on one hand literally who has supported me as far as investing in me and my whole movement. 5 people, and 4 of these 5 people, right, are my family members, my immediate family members. And some would say, well, girl, did you get the word out there? Have you been promoting? Have you been doing this? And what I will say to that is my inner circle, which is a small core of girlfriends, my inner circle has not purchased t-shirts till this day. And I've been designing shirts and having them up on sale. If you want to add tax and shipping, depending on what style of shirt you get, because there are times I'll have the off-the-shoulder ones. Those may be $26.99. With tax and shipping, it may run $30 to $32. If you're getting a regular V-neck tee or scoop neck tee, it's even cheaper than that. Those may be like $19 or $20 and change. 25 with tax, and of course the hoodies, that's more expensive. That's the $40 range, could easily be $50 with tax, right? But there's, to me, enough cost-effective apparel that can be purchased. And I've been around my girlfriends where we've gone out to eat and we're paying our money to eat when we're together. We've gone to different events where we're paying our money to be there, right? And so I get it, times are hard, everybody's financial situations are different, but I will always be a firm believer that we spend money and support and do what we choose to do for who we choose to do it for, right? And a lot of times the reasoning and the logic, sorry y'all, I hate when I just rebraided this hair that needs to be redone, but anyway, I digress. A lot of the reasoning that I was getting from my inner circle as far as why they weren't able to support me and purchase a tee, to invest in my brand, meaning purchasing a tee, was because financial reasons. And I got that. I get that. I struggled. I put that out there. I lived on my own from the time I was 23 up until I was married, 31. I solely lived on my own where I had no roommate from the time I was 25 up until I was about 31. Which is when I got married. So I get the struggle, had to make rent, had to keep the lights on, had to have some kind of food in there. I didn't have a car, I had to make sure I was able to get to work. I get it, right? Struggled more than people probably would ever know. But it's almost been 2 years, at least a year and a half of me having merch. And I'm kind of not buying that anymore because if I'm being 100% transparent, I see that my inner circle will be making moves out in these streets at times, moves that require money. And so I get it. We have our moments in life where we may not have it financially. And even if that is the case, because I do know of, out of my inner circle, maybe two who really, I only really know, or maybe 2 who really couldn't rub 2 nickels together, so to speak, meaning they really were going through it financially. 1 out of the 2, I can honestly say, even though she wasn't able to support and buy into whatever the shirts or whatever, she would still every now and then text me in the mornings, encouraging words, showing her support for what I'm trying to do, what I'm trying to build. And that I appreciate it so much, right? Because I feel like, when you're trying to build something from off the ground, it can be, stressful at times. There are days where you may feel like it's just not popping off, or it's not like going exactly how you want it to go at the rate you want it to go. And it could be so easy to want to I don't want to say give up because I never felt like I wanted to give up, but you could just have your stressful days, right? And so it's cool, it's dope when you have, people in your corner who will randomly just hit you up and be like, yo, I think what you're doing is dope, how you doing? How's everything going? So I appreciated that individual who's within my inner circle. And, that's why as I think of doing different things, once I'm done wrapping up this EP, I've already been thinking about some visuals for the EP. And so she's going to be the first person that I think of. I already reached out to her earlier today saying, hey, you know what I'm saying? I want to hire you to assist me, with some visuals because my girl's a dope dancer. She's a dope choreographer. And because she's supported throughout, she might not have been able to buy a t-shirt or, she might not have been able to support me financially when it came to that. She still rendered her emotional support, which I appreciate, right? But if I'm being honest, at some point, it's like if we really are friends like we say we are, like homie was saying in the video clip above this vlog, then, and that I have certain abilities and that what I'm trying to work towards, the talent that I'm trying to use or talents to share with the world, it should be a no-brainer to want to support me, right? Because I'm the kind of friend, I always say this, but I will support my friends to the end. You know what I'm saying? I have financially supported friends, meaning if they were acting at a show, if they were singing at a show, if they had whatever going on, I was there. And even if whatever they had going on didn't require money being spent, if you were on a TV situation, I'm definitely, taking video clips of it and posting it to show my love and support and to get more awareness out just in case there are other people that didn't know what you're doing. I'm that kind of friend, you know what I'm saying? And the irony of that is I rarely get that back in return. My inner circle knows what I've been working on for the past 2 years. They know I've been selling t-shirts. I mentioned this in the vlog months ago. My mother and I co-wrote a wedding planning book. Only cost $2.99, y'all. As far as I know till this day, not one of my friends in my inner circle purchased this book. And so this is the type of stuff that I'm talking about. So when I saw that clip, I'm like, I feel you. I live this. Unfortunately, I live this more than not. And I'm still puzzled and baffled. I don't want to accuse everybody of being jealous of me or hating. I know that probably is so for some, if I'm being completely real. But it's just like, y'all, like, let's support each other, right? I've also seen when homie was talking about, how our inner circle, our friends will support strangers before they support us. I still continue to witness where there are those one or two in my inner circle who will big up someone else, maybe because they're on a bigger platform, maybe because they're actually on the TV screen, where they'll get like a whole lot of social media shares and love in that way, or where they may spend their money to do to support someone else in whatever stuff they're offering. And sometimes, I sit back and I look and I'm like, but did these people support you the way I did? You know what I'm saying? Which makes you, things that make you go, I'm your girl. If we're friends like that, if we're in each other's inner circles, then why is it that you're quick to support other people who, from what I know, could be wrong, don't seem like they rolled out for you the way I have over the years? Like, help me understand, And I get it, I'm still building, I'm still grinding. I'm not on the TV screen just yet. Maybe my following is not huge just yet, but as I always say, you never know. Rock out with your peoples, with your inner circle when they're grinding and building, because when they make it, when I make it, and I'm speaking that in existence, when I'm able to do amazing things with this complex simplicity brand, movement, platform, whatever you want to call it, please at that time don't now want to big me up and share clips of the amazing things that are happening for me and want to align yourself with me when you feel like I'm actually really going places. Like, let's please support one another when the dream is literally just a dream and hasn't even been put into fruition yet, you know? It's just crazy. I swear to you, I don't get it. I want to get it, y'all, but I don't get it. You know? And for me, you know, even when there are people that I know, I might not be tight with them. We might not be friends, but I've known you. I've rubbed shoulders with you. I've been in your presence. You've been in my presence. And I see that you're doing amazing things. I show love, you know. I'll show love whether I'm DMing you, you know, a message saying, yo, I think what you're doing is dope. That's so great. You know, I'll comment under something you post. But I'm not the type that's going to, like, I call it deriding, but like now want to share stuff that the amazing things that you're doing and aligning myself in front of people on social media, letting it and making it known that I know you, if I know that we're not tight like that, you know what I'm saying? That's just me. Everybody's different. I show love. I'll show support. Like I said, I'll DM the person, comment under what they post, but I may not go to the next step of like now literally advertising what you're doing if I know we're not friends like that. So I don't expect that from anyone who is not really connected and friends with me in that way, right? But for the people who are in my inner circle, like, come on. You know, you can share something. If I'm posting little video clips of songs that are coming on my EP, share that ish, right? Out of my inner circle, one of my girlfriends did that. I didn't ask her to do it. She just did it. And I was so appreciative of that. Shout outs to you, Rena Bina. She one day, you know, something I posted, maybe she liked one of the songs that I posted a clip of, and she shared it. Now, she has more followers on her social media than I do. And so that actually helped me in some ways. That helped me. I noticed that my website that week, the views were higher than maybe what they normally would have been because more awareness was given to complex simplicity. You know what I'm saying? So to me, actively support me. If you ain't got it like that to buy a shirt, share my ish. You know what I'm saying? You know, support your girl, you know, because that's what I do and what I would continue to do for the people in my inner circle. And so this will always be a topic of passion for me. It'll always be something that I frequently talk about, at least probably 4 times a year, maybe 5, because it's something that I'm still living and going through myself. And like I said, I know I am not the only one who goes through this. And I don't know what it is with us women, particularly women of color, where if we're friends like that, if we value each other like that, if we value the relationships we have with each other like that, why are we so hesitant with really supporting? What is that really about? Like I said, I don't want to feel like everybody in my inner circle is jealous of me, because that's not the case. But there's something going on as far as why, you know, I've almost been at this for 2 years and it's still like, you know, my inner circle, they don't even really comment on my, like, I don't know. It's just so bizarre, it's so strange. So I just wanted to like put that message out there. Let's be good to each other. Let's help one another. Let's support our real friends, our inner circle friends. Let's show love. Let's invest in one another. Let's do all the things friends are supposed to do, right? It's not going to rob you to big up your friend and support your friend. It's not going to rob me of anything to big up and support my friends, right? As I always say, if you win, I win. We win. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand why we still don't get that. We're stronger together. Strength in numbers. Like, come on, y'all. Women, come on. The same way Black Panther just came out. Amazing movie, by the way. The hubby and I went to see it yesterday evening. And droves of people were out to support it. I was proud that my people, actually supported it and put their money up. They were getting dressed in African clothing, all black, Black Panther, Black Power. Like, I was so proud to see that, right? Why do we have to wait for something so big to happen to want to jump on the bandwagon, right? And post everything on social media, us in our outfits, or the fact that we're there, our thoughts on the movie, Black Panther, hashtag Wakanda forever, hashtag Wakanda forever. We could do all of that, but we can't even do that in our own circles. Why, y'all? Why? There's so much more to it. So yes, let's continue to support Black-owned businesses. Let's continue to support movies that are of Black casts, right? But let's also continue to support each other in our own circles, day-to-day life. Let's support each other. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't have to be something monumental happening where we now say, okay, my girl Chanel's on TV. I'm supporting her. Support me before that. Support me during the journey to that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. And my homie also said I'm sorry for calling you homie, your name slips my mind. But what he also said is, towards the end of the video clip, and we still call these people our friends, right? Why? Because we love them, because we have history with one another, because we genuinely want to believe that our friends wish us well, right? That our friends are not like, I'll only wish you well once I've made it before you, but that even if you reach certain goals that I also have and want to accomplish, I still wish you well. When are we gonna get to that point, y'all? And I'm guilty of it too. Some might have said I should have cut off quite a few long time ago. So I get that part. It's the love, it's the connection, it's the history. It's, us wanting to see, it's me wanting to see and believe that, one day they'll get it. They're gonna get it, but shoot, I'm damn near 35 years old. Am I still gonna be sitting in the same seat having these same concerns or feelings about my inner circle when I'm in my 40s? Like, at some point we have to be like, yo, and so let's all do better, y'all. Please, let's do better. Let's really put our money where our mouth is, figuratively and literally, and support one another. If there is a will, there is a way. I'm not expecting for my friends to use their last $10, their last $30 to buy a shirt. That's not what I'm saying at all. But when you do see that you have a little wiggle room, my expectation is that you're going to support and show love, because that's what I do for most of my girlfriends. And even if money is just out the question, times are just that hard, there's other ways to actively support your friends, your inner circle, right? If we really mean and wish each other well, wish each other happiness, fulfillment, joy, success, love, everything, let's support one another. Come on. I always think to myself, what would be said about me when it's my time to meet my maker, right? So when everybody's at my funeral, what is going to be the common thread that everybody could say about Chanel Casimir? And you know what that is? I truly believe in my heart of hearts that Chanel was loyal and supportive. She would go hard in the paint for her friends, for her loved ones. You can always count on Chanel to be there for you. I think those are things my family and friends would be able to say about me, whether they knew each other or not. And I always love when I do attend funerals where everyone was able to speak about the same essence and the same qualities that that person had. Where it's like, wow, I don't know these people sitting to the left and the right of me from a hole in the wall, but we all have a similar story about how this person treated us. You know what I'm saying? And I want that. I want it to be, and I feel like it will be, where those can say, yo, she was supportive, she was loyal, she was a good friend, she was a good daughter, she was a good wife, whatever you want to call it. She went hard in the paint for the people she cared about. and that I spoke my mind, and that I was big on all the things I talk about on this website, right? And so, let's also think about that. When it is our time to meet our Maker and transition on to glory, as us Christians say, what is it that people are going to say about our character? Are they going to say that we were loyal people, loving people, supportive people? Or are they going to be people there also like, this person was selfish as ever? Or, they had good qualities, but sometimes I wondered about them. They would never fully come through for me like that, like, I think about stuff like that. Like, what is your legacy you're leaving behind as far as when people say your name? What are they going to say about you? Is everybody going to be able to come to the same consensus that you had these amazing qualities and this is how you treated people and this is the impression that you left on anybody that you encountered in life? I think about stuff like that. Whether it's people I worked with, people I went to church with, people I was family and related to, friends, neighbors. What are they going to be able to say about me? The people that truly knew me, would they be able to all get up there and say, you know what, Chanel was always a supportive, loving, caring, transparent, confident woman? You know what I'm saying? I loved her for these reasons. I admired her for these reasons. She's helped me in these ways. Like, I think about stuff like that. I really want to live my life to where there's a legacy that follows me, just with my character and who I was, but that's just me. So let's support one another, y'all. Support your friends. I'm gonna continue to work hard to support my friends and to let each other know that I'm riding out with you. I'm there with you. I believe in what you're doing. And if there's anything you need from me, I'm there for you. I told one of my girlfriends the other day, she was at my house. She wants to do makeup. She's an amazing makeup artist. She did my makeup for my wedding. And she's trying to still grind and build just like I'm doing. And I was like, yo, if you need anything, let me know. Even if it's just you need me to sit in a chair and you do my makeup while someone's recording us, or if you want me to record you doing your own makeup, like whatever you need, let me know. Like, we're in this ish together. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let's support one another actively, y'all. Not just by saying, yeah, talking about it here and there in conversation, but like, let's actively support one another. My same friend that shared, Marina Bina, she shared a video clip I did of one of the songs I was working on for my EP. When I had dinner with her maybe a week ago, she told me that, she has a cousin who's into marketing, not into marketing, but he is in the marketing business. And she actually showed him my website. I had no idea of this until we're sitting down having dinner with one another. And, she gave me some positive feedback that he had given. He feels like I have enough good components on my website. In essence, I'm doing things the way they should be done, and that at some point this thing should be able to take off and go in the direction that I want it to go. So it was comforting for me because, in my heart of hearts and my soul, when I first started this website almost 2 years ago, I believed in it from day one. I was like, ooh, I think I'm on to something. Nobody's doing anything quite like this. This is organic for me. It's not even like I was trying to be different. I was just being me. And I feel like I'm really, really on to something. Like, I can flip and turn this into something great, right? Not trying to sound conceited, nothing like that, but just me believing from the depths of my heart and soul in what I was doing, right? This is from day one, May of 2016. And so, of course, I was like so encouraged. And it confirmed for me just when she told me that her cousin who's in the marketing field was like, nah, she got enough of the right things going on her website. Like, this could be something. Like, she's on to something. I'm like, yes, someone who doesn't know me from Adam or Eve out here, y'all. Don't know me from a hole in the wall. Glanced at my website because my friend showed it to him and was like, yo, yep, she's on the right path. Like, that meant so much to me. But what meant more to me was the fact that my friend took the time to even do that she even thought of me to do that, right? To show her cousin who's in the marketing field, who has a knowledge of entrepreneurship world of entertainment, whatever. He has some kind of knowledge. This is his profession, right? And for her to take the time out of her life and day and time to go on my website and show this man what I've been working on and grinding for the past almost 2 years, that meant everything to me, more than the feedback. The feedback was great because it confirmed what I felt like I already knew and believed in, but the fact that my friend decided to do that, to me, that's what we should be doing for one another. That's how you actively support your friends, you know? I don't have time for the ones that are gonna be like, no, she seems like she's on to something. I don't want her to actually get big time out here before me. I'm the one that's supposed to be, you know, I ain't got time for that. Or for the one that's like, I don't want her to get so big where she doesn't turn back and look back for us, that she forgets that we were friends, and you know, I want things to be the same. Like, I don't got time for those kind of friends. I need the kind of friends where we're all like, yo, we're grinding, we're trying to do the damn thing, whatever that means for us, and let's be balls to the walls, I always say, together, and help one another along the way, because me helping you, you helping me, this is how we're gonna get to where we're trying to get, you know? Those are the kind of inner circle. That's the kind of inner circle I crave and I want, where we push each other to be great, right? We support each other. We're like, yo, come on. We're on this crazy hill of a journey, but we're going to lock arms together and we're going to get up this mountain. Like, that's, I feel like, in my opinion, how we should be as friends. But anyway, it's been about a half an hour. Let me not ramble your head off. Hopefully this was encouraging to you. Let us all be supportive actively of the people who we really consider to be our friends, meaning in our inner circle. Let's all be that friend we would want. Anyway, continue to rock out with your girl by going to complexsimplicities.com. And until next time.